It's the time to get down.
Yeah, man. Hey, everybody, how you guys doing? It's the moment before the moment, right? Oh, I like that. Moment before the moment, right? That's me following myself.
Chasing your own tail.
I got to chase my tail, man. You know, if nobody else will, I have to do it myself. Hey, you guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Tuesday morning. It's a double banger for us today. We're doing the morning show, and then we come back with the Quiet Storm. We're going to drop it like it's warm for right now, and then drop it like it's hot when we shift gears. So Mario's going to jump on the switches.
That's right. Time to get up and get stretched. You know, we start every show off with a moment of exercise because we know you need to get limber. Come on, get up and dance like nobody's watching. Get your groove on, get your move on, flap your wings. Everybody, it's Tuesday, and it's time for morning coffee. Come on now.
Hey, you guys, look out. If you are rolling like Kim Kardashian right now, you know you're the big player in the room because Kanye said something. AT&T Park rented out the whole facility. 15-carat diamond proposal for engagement. Are you balling or are you balling? And it wasn't for the fans. Special guest invited only. Mario, are you big pimping like that or is Kanye on another planet?
Oh, yeah, he can afford it. Well, I bet there's a big prenup sitting right behind it. When you got that much money, you can afford to give some away. You know, like they say, if you got $1 million and get a divorce, you take 50%, then you have to suffer.
Right.
Now, if you make $50,000 a year, she take 50%, you might have to kill her.
You already dealing with deductions. What happened to the congratulations, man? Why don't you just say congratulations?
Congratulations. Listen. Hey, KK, good luck. I save up plenty of money for the therapy the children are going to need.
I feel you guys. I feel you. Hey, guess what's in the news today? Today's in the news, and I got my new sports because I got to talk about possibly the worst NFL game I've ever seen, as all the things that go wrong came together on the same evening, and I couldn't take my eyes off of it because it was an embarrassment. But I'm not going to talk about that only because there's a BCS championship looming, but there's a Heisman that comes before that. And we got some runners in the game. I can't tell you how much. And then also, let me drop the hot picks, the finals for the top Instagram. Pick 6 today. You guys going to have a rough time. Other than that, my news is always good. Mario, what about yours, man?
Man, I got fun stuff. Hey, check it out. Today, Apple's about to announce the new iPad products.
Okay.
People are really speculating about it. But we got some sneak peeks at the new Apple iWatch wristband.
Okay.
So that's kind of crazy.
Right.
Hey, check it out. Snoop Dogg sits down with Kate Upton.
Oh, wait a minute. Just sits down?
Well, you're going to get a chance to see the old Snoop himself and Kate Upton interacting in the video.
Okay.
Hey, 1 in 10 relationships are starting online today. And Vic,
Yeah.
YouTube is announcing its first music award show, and we get to vote.
Oh.
And they following us, or what?
I don't know. Man, we get to vote. We can vote. Like I said, what would you rather be, the judge or the crowd? Probably the judge, right?
Yeah.
The king.
I'd rather be king.
Yeah, king. Well, you know, what's that quote? We always say, just
to do what we came to do. So come on, everyone, be cool.
If they're allowing us to do any judging, they should. That, you know, that's a mistake now. You know, when we judge, we really go outside the box. You know, I'm just letting you know, outside the box.
And judge we do. And take a look. If you're going to be judging, you might as well dress appropriately. And get your Mac McAllister hoodie. For those who are part of Mac McAllister's Secret Squadron.
There you go.
You can get the hoodie. I have mine. I keep going back and forth because first it was cold out here. Then I was getting heated up. So I took the hoodie off. And it's very warm, well constructed.
Right.
You know, just want you to know I am a member.
Oh, that's good. That's
Secret
good.
Squadron.
I feel you, man.
Everybody, welcome to Morning Coffee. What a day in the neighborhood. We had a wonderful show last night. For those of you who want to take a look, if you go up and search on YouTube, there's a new episode of Mario Fixes Shit. And what we did is we went to Mac McAllister's site and fixed his player for him. Now, this is similar to a bunch of you having websites that you want to play your music, you want to play videos, you want to do all this stuff to showcase yourselves. It's the rage. And we take it to the nth degree, but occasionally things go wrong. So those of you who do that, go take a look at last night's show with Mac McAllister, just to show you the interactivity. Mac called in. It was part of the whole experience, and we got things fixed up. Gotta acknowledge my chat room here, you guys. Boy, you know, all this new things we're setting up here makes me a little more clumsy. Just a little.
Well, it's only if they decide to forgive you. If they don't forgive you, it won't matter how much you say.
That's right. You know, now I can say something, but hold back. Hey, in the chat room, we got to say welcome to our cast of Jedi Knights who are there and part of the soul and fabric of the experience here at Pack Stereo. Always got to acknowledge, coming to you from Poe Town, Washington, Port Townsend, is the GNN Bureau Chief. That's right, he is the hypertext internet networking. Oh man, I can't remember it back.
No extra right now.
All right, but just to say, everybody, Mac McAllister. Yeah.
There you go. Putting it down. Let it rise, man.
Also, Jedi Knight, coming to you from Pittsburgh. You know, one of the places that's been recently voted one of the most livable in the United States. Coming to you from Pittsburgh. Even with all that cold, one of the most livable places in the United States. Coming to you from Pittsburgh, PA. Philip Cuthbert, a.k.a. PMC, the Beat Master.
Yeah.
The Beat Master. Let me take it off of coming up next and put it on.
That's okay. That's all right. But I mean, as far as they know, they say you just have a long intro.
We do have a long intro because we know that you're usually shaking yourselves awake as we are often ourselves. So we want to allow you that time to sort of get yourself together. We invite you to get to that interactive chat room, though, because that's where it's a motley crew. It's a motley crew, but you get in there and be with them. It is Tuesday, October 22nd, you guys. And, wow, a lot of talk going on. First of all, the government now rolling back. The Republicans still dealing with trying to redefine who they are. And, you know, you got to take it in that context. Similar things have happened previously with the Democratic Party, and I'm sure to come. But it has to do with sometimes when you shake loose from your base because philosophically you want to go a different place. Well, the leadership. So it's not unheard of. And so it continues. It continues. But in order to, and the other big controversy of today has to do with the gypsy girl that was filed. So we're going to be talking about some of that stuff. And then after that, more fun kinds of news today, and the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. How about you, Vic?
Well, as I said earlier, I'm going to bring you a little bit of the sports only because you can't get away from that Monday Night Football game where there's a lot of questions out there that said, is this the clown show, or are we really witnessing two teams probably just representing their records, of course, one winless and one have one win, and now, of course, they're both with one win each. The Giants and the Vikings, we're going to try to go over and try to figure out why did it happen, why was it so bad, and the bright spot that was looming. There was a bright spot, very low light, but a bright spot. BCS, even though I say Heisman first, because now everything starts swinging, and this is where I start seeing what the bias is when I call, when you're hours ahead, you really don't get the same treatment. Right now, you got the big three, Manziel, Mariota, and then you got Jameis Winston. So right now, who's the hotness right now? We're going to talk about that, and is it fair and is it too early to indict the Heisman as the winner right now? And then, of course, the Dwight Howard report, we're going to talk about that as well. And just let you know, just give you a little teaser, man.
Well, yeah, because I didn't end up watching that game. I didn't end up watching.
You didn't really miss anything.
Okay.
But I will remind you of how bad it was. You haven't seen it. I mean, it's one of those things where you actually don't know if you want to say you didn't see it, but then you're missing an all-time favorite. And just to give you the teaser on this, I didn't want to leave this out. I picked you guys the finals, top Instagram photos, the final 6 today.
Ooh.
Bam.
That's one to watch with your robe open.
You know what? They say only old men say that. You know that, right?
Well, that would be accurate then, I guess.
Yeah, only old men.
People say you're only as old as you feel.
Man, how are you going to ever get women to follow you if you're actually trying to get them to chase them away with that? Tell a woman.
They keep coming anyway.
Well,
that shows you how bad they are.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Hey, you guys, we're going to come right back and get into the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. But first, I got to remind you that tonight is the Quiet Storm. Okay, the Quiet Storm show, the live interactive DJ show. It starts at 8 o'clock tonight.
Right.
Okay, but we're going to have something a little special, a little early. So we invite you to be in here maybe at 7:30 or so.
What you doing?
Well, we got Miko coming tonight, right? Well, you know what I'm talking about. I forgot. We didn't plan it yet.
Yeah.
So we got to put it away.
Right.
I just put it up there for you and I to see.
Right, yeah. I mean, yeah, I got to make sure.
We got a surprise from Miko tonight, you guys.
Right, yeah, that's right. So,
Miko Williams, our hot, sexy co-host. So we're going to do that before the show.
that's right.
That's why we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, so I said, what
it's
you
a
doing?
surprise. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's such a surprise. Vic don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know, but I just reminded we got a little something from Miko. We're going to do something tonight, a special little thing for her.
Right.
We'll probably do it at 7:30 in the time before the show.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, it'll be fun though. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So we told her to come. She doesn't know what it is either.
No, unless she's watching the show right now.
And the show, she can't see it. She just knows surprise. All right. Well, she can know that. She can know surprise. Hey, local zone, you guys. Victor went out. You know, he was down at the Taste of Soul. He went out once again, unarmed into the community with the camera to capture. But and he does so often. But I have to bring you a piece that he shot again, right down here at the Baldwin Hill Crenshaw Plaza, taking himself into the community to record Rahsaan Patterson. We'll take a look at this, and then we'll be right back.
We're gonna do this song right now.
All right. I'm so glad Vic shot this. Vic has shot some videos that I watch recurrently. Thank you, Vic. Thank you. What a wonderful job he did. named after Rahsaan Roland Kirk. Mac knows about that. And we don't have a theme for tonight's Quiet Storm yet, y'all. I got Vic's suggestions, but Mac, PMC, my Jedis, if y'all have a suggestion, we're going to mix them all up and look at some suggestions. So. Yeah, all right. This is what we're gonna do.
Hey, you guys, we just rolling over from last week. Music that makes you want to be bad, makes you want to get bad.
Okay, so that we'll do. That was what we were supposed to do last. Okay, we'll do that this week. Music that makes you want to be bad. Now I got till tonight to come up with approximately 14 cuts because I never get to play 14. But y'all get your cuts together. Jedi Knights, Mac McAllister will be there, PMC. We might play some Rahsaan Patterson. Be there at the Quiet Storm. Spend the night. Yeah. Need antenna pictures, development photos for the future. Stuff's going on around here at the campus. That's right. Gotta love it. The extremely unique stylings of Rahsaan Patterson. He is a unique brother. Totally appreciate him. We feature him a lot here at Pack Stereo. Proud to. There's Tony Scruggs. Yeah. Once again, thanks to my partner, Victor Allen. We're going to go down in history. He will go down in history as a videographer that captures so many of these events. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, the LZ Local Zone. That's right, Local Zone, and we got plans for expansion for the Local Zone with Victor coming up.
Do your own math and learn from the stuff that you are missing.
Yeah.
Your own path with your own vision.
Yeah, this is Victor's bringing the stuff and more of it. Oh, stop shit.
The way you said, bringing more of the stuff, so we just kept following your lead.
I'm telling you, it sure was following my lead. Hey, Vic, you know, the Local Zone, you've got a bunch of stuff even this year. You know, one of the things Vic and I have been doing is rethinking everything that we do, which we kind of do almost every year anyway, because we kind of believe in that. Reassess it and look at different ways to do things and ways to expand. The Local Zone is one of the areas that we know we had to work on because it has regular followers. That's where Victor has gone out and shot the videos, the full-length concert of Tina Marie, you know, El DeBar,
Right.
Tank,
Right.
the things that we've gone out and captured that are there for people to see. Rochelle Farrell, Stephanie Mills,
Yeah.
you know, just all of those things. So now this year with you, the Local Zone is, you know, you're kind of getting a different little thing that you want to do with it.
Well, you know what? Everybody goes through this. When you're behind the camera, it's very difficult to be put in front of the camera as being the face, because you need to have people know why you're doing it. They call it knowing the mission, knowing why you're doing it. Most of us just, like I said, look at the video and say, okay, just entertain me. Not waiting for the credits, not waiting for anything. So a couple of things are happening. One, go cover a broad range of Local Zone events, not just old school performers. Also get more involved in the reality of what you're doing before you even get there, and bring a face and a journey to it, and then add a twist to it as to why it's motivating me to do it. Because most people will say, oh, you're just doing it to, you know, just so you can say you're there.
That was the danger that we were running into. Okay, when you do a video, if it starts to look more clean and polished, people think you are a corporation.
That's right.
And we really need PMC. This is a strange kind of a circumstance. The internet is different. People need to know that it's you or only you, because that's why they actually embrace it.
Right.
See, you do everything all polished and you look all corporate, and then they assume you corporate.
Right. That's
and then they'll just won't even pay any attention to you. It's an amazing phenomenon. You have to really, Vic and I have run into this, and it's discussed more and more. Because remember, we told you, the studies say that people specifically don't want to interact with companies.
Right. They
online.
Don't. If you say anything with the model, that's why I say that I would have to change my name. The LZ should have had my name or something to it. Not because I needed to promote it that way, but to identify that it's not a company or corporation. And the second thing is to make the video seem like it's B footage, C footage. In other words, don't spend your time and money making something all that and a bag of chips, because you got to keep doing it on and on and on. After a while, you get burnt out because you said, I'm putting too much time and massaging it in such a certain way. I said, then you're going to want your return to value, the profit. So for me, I like the idea that it has that kind of shakiness, like if it's a news report and you're not getting the perfection and the camera may be a little bit shaky, because that's the reality of videos. But you still need to identify yourself with why you're doing it, because everybody knows what's the number one thing that people follow through on YouTube. Usually the music, the artists, and the videos that's presented.
Well, that's what we've been saying about ourselves and our associates, right? We have to tell our own stories.
Right.
Because if you don't tell the stories, the public never knows. In other words, if PMC has got to communicate the story of who he is, and present himself closer to the community. Same thing with Mac. Even though it was so amazing, especially with our generation, we always tried so hard to look like a business. Me too, pack stereo, everything.
Just for the respect.
Well, yeah, because that was the way you did it back then, right? You tried to look like a business. You did all the business, and now the internet, you have to come around and be personable, and they have to do stuff like this. But it gives you something to think about. The part that makes you have a leg up on the world, we think, is that you can change in a moment's notice.
Yeah.
That's right. Like UMAC, PMC, we can come up with branding campaigns for ourselves. We just have to stop and think about it. So I'm just throwing this out to all the listeners too. Anybody out there in the internet promoting thing. Vic has got this wonderful series, The Local Zone. And so we got to make it more, tie it to Vic. We're tying all the shows more to who we are, and we're trying harder and harder to tell the story of who we are. That's why we're going to try to do more shows that are reality shows like meetings. That was actually the reason, because I think showing people that we stumble with things is good. It's not like the old days you need to show everything polished.
Right.
It's actually the opposite.
Yeah.
You need to show them you as you struggle toward it. So Mac, remember, Mac, GNN Bureau Chief, talked about doing a show live on Saturdays.
Well, yeah, and look,
when he's setting up and laying out his stuff for the week. These are things to consider.
The part that most people have to understand is that you have to just roll back to what it really is. I can't make people, because I'm not a videographer. I never considered myself to be that. I'm a fan first than anything else. But I do understand that just going out and getting celebrity performances doesn't really make your brand. You know what the real brand is? Discovering new indie talent that you catch before it's lighting on fire. Well, when it's about to light on fire.
I agree, but here's the thing. I think the story of how you go about getting it,
right,
when tied to the show,
right,
adds a whole nother level of depth,
right,
because you look at it for a different integrity.
Right.
The thing about it that I like about the Local Zone is that it's extremely real. We don't edit it.
No, it's not.
We don't. I don't have time to edit it.
No, you're not going to edit.
It's no editing. It's no editing that goes on here. There's packaging. No. Putting an ending, a lead in and a lead out. Yeah, because we don't really edit. We don't have time to edit.
No. And you know why you get away with that? When you're dealing with known artists and celebrities, if you caught Richard Pryor, bless his soul if he was still here, and somebody caught him in a shaky video going to shop somewhere down the street and the video shaky, and it goes Richard Pryor and he's telling some jokes while he's walking to the supermarket, you will watch it and not judge it because of the video.
That's my point.
You would actually sit there and go, I want to see whatever I can. It's when somebody's new and unknown, they go, okay, who are you? You better make it look good, or you better be good at what you do.
Well, that's why I'm encouraging our people and telling them what we're trying to do. What you're going to see us attempt to do and focus on more and more this year is the branding of what we're doing and why we're doing it. And that means like I told before, I said, it's the issue of how you highlight your community. So at least for our regular folks, it is an opportunity to show more of their stuff. Yeah. Just like right now, the main thing I want out of everything is I want just to be able to use that Blog Talk call-in system.
Right.
So that our regular Jedis can call in, and that while we're doing the Quiet Storm,
right,
that they can talk back and forth and their voices can come into the mix.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I want to try, you guys. I really want to try, and I paid for some toll-free minutes tonight, so we may even try that tonight if available. We may see if we can get PMC and Mac to call in on the toll-free minutes,
right,
on Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah.
And see if we can have them, Vic, so I got it. Theoretically, they should be able to talk with us on the air. It's just working out some new different stuff. Why? Because we can. That's why there's no pressure to do these things.
Right.
Okay. So coming up in a minute, the good news, bad news. I got one last reminder, you guys. Pack Stereo continues to expand technically and tie ourselves into the National Emergency Alert System. So you're going to see us testing our new hardware and software package that allows us to tap in to the Emergency Alert System. This has never been done before with internet television. But all of our systems, including internet television and our extensive internet radio, along with anything that we do in the future in LPFM, will be tied in from now on to the Emergency Alert System. You will soon hear tests. I'm testing out the hardware, and I'm proud to say I did it for about $125. I got a $60 special radio and $60 software, and so we tying it into everything. It's in full system. Actually, I liked it so much I bought a second radio for the other system in the house. So now you're going to see Pack Stereo. We believe in this because one of the things that we're building is to make sure that in the event of a national disaster, or any kind of emergency situation here, that we'll be able to be self-sustaining and able to broadcast live to the community. We're taking it seriously because of the things and issues that have arisen because of Hurricane Sandy and those kinds of things. To make sure, to at least to the, now of course if the whole place here falls down, then you know what the hell. But assuming that the building,
you all good.
that's right. You gotta have some guy got to help you with this. You know what I'm saying? We'll be prepared to go with the emergency alert system and with backup systems to be able to communicate with the greater Los Angeles community. That's what we're working on right now. So just so you know, testing them out in beta. All right, Vic.
Yes, sir.
I think it's time.
What time?